What's up, YouTube? It's Sunday. It's 11:19 a.m. I'm artisanmc, and this is Shop Talk Live. Thank you guys for coming through today on a Sunday holiday weekend, a Halloween weekend, if you put it that way, and on-call weekend for me. So you know what happens if the phone goes off. I gotta shut it down, run out of here, go take care of whatever skunk tampons in the toilet fucking situation I got to deal with, and then I'll come back to y'all as soon as I'm done with that. But before we get started, like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. The stream does not run on hopes and dreams, it runs on green, just like every other thing. So make the Cash App ring during the stream. Shout out to the brothers who donated early, the early birds in the building. I appreciate you much. Shout out to the Aqua Techie coming through early. Aqua Techie, you know what it is. The number one wrench in the building. I will give you the guts and butts. Appreciate you.
Double up, 3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies. Run it up. Never let a hard time on the
was. I realize ergonomically, I got to fix this. I have to fix this somehow. I'm either going to have to move this computer, so I move the mic over to this left side, so I can move my book and stuff over to this right side, so I can write without having the microphone arm in my face. But I like stuff out the way. I don't want it all in the way. And since I got space to do that shit, that's what I'm going to do. So next one goes out to Swift. Swift Battle in the building. He said for the Geek Sunday tribute. Appreciate you, Swift. I will give you the 3B salute. Appreciate you. All right, so you know what it is. Support the stream. We're in the Black Manosphere. We're not in the I don't have to say anything, Manosphere. Osphere. So support the stream, support your favorite content creator, especially if you care about their take on things. Definitely support that. That's what you do. The banner rolling across the bottom of the screen is not for me, it's for you. I know who I am. So, what do we have to talk about today? What up, D. Anderson coming through? I am looking for 15 contributors today. That is the goal. We can make it or we cannot. But not making a goal means certain things don't fucking happen. That's just what it is. It's like going to a restaurant. You sit down and yeah, you'll get a menu, but if you don't order shit, you ain't getting fed. It's just what it is. And if you don't pay for it, you ain't leaving. You ain't leaving. It's gonna be some brothers from the back with the knives want to talk to you a little bit about, eating all they vittles and not dropping them ducats in the bucket, I'll have some words with you. You a little tune up. Ain't gonna be no dining and dashing in this bitch. But shout out to Darren Anderson. He said, "Pimps up." Wait a minute. What did he say? Pimps up, hoes down. Man, why you reminding me of some of my favorite documentaries? Shout out to Darren Anderson. I will give you that 3B salute. Appreciate it. I can tell you guys right now. I told you one of the things I really enjoyed about having a new place is getting to pull my books out of storage. And I got my copy out of storage of Iceberg Slim Pimp. I got it out of storage. And it was in storage because I had bought it at one time. I had found it in a store in Oakland. Imagine that, right? While I was doing a job out there. And I just bought it. It was like, I didn't even have money to be buying that shit at that time. But I found it in the store. They had it. I bought it because I never had a copy of it. So I bought that shit. So that is about to get read really soon because I had it and then I moved and it went in a box and went into storage. So I hadn't even seen it in a while. I knew it was there, but I didn't know what box it was in. So last weekend when I had time, I went to storage and liberated some of my articles and artifacts from storage and got to bring it into Casa de Artisan and put it in the Den of Debauchery. So it's there. And that's a conversation starter in and of itself. So salute to all of y'all in here. Let's see who in the building. I want to see if what was his name? Zentober over on Kevin's stream, Black Man Being Brutally Honest stream yesterday. Man, he don't like Gen V. And I forgot to tell his ass, man, come on to the show tomorrow. We can talk about this a lot because Gen V is my shit. I'm enjoying that show. I'm behind on an episode or two right now, but I won't have a problem going back. I won't. I won't. So, without the gate, shout out to Malika. What's up, Malika? Me Bane, brother from another mother, cinephilic brother. Appreciate you, Malika, coming through. Jesus Christ, I'm tripping. I'm getting ahead of myself. Shout out to the Aqua Techie, the number one wrench. He said the Geek Elite is simple. You goddamn right. That's where the Geek Elite meet and talk all that shit. Aqua Techie like the old school Dana Dane. Yeah, see. And Malika like the old school Dana Dane. See, only Gen Xers know that song. Only Gen Xers know that song. Angry Man fucked me up because he went back and mentioned Will Smith and the Nightmare on My Street song, right? And I remembered that, and I said there was another one that was done that was actually cool too. And I remember Dana Dane because I'm that fucking old, right? But I forgot completely about Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff getting sued for that Nightmare on My Street shit. That's what broke them. That's what had them, fucked up. So I had to use Dana Day. I mean, Angry Man fucked it up. Blame Angry. Can't use Will Smith for Halloween. Use Nightmares in the Night. But there's another one coming at the end. It's a Bay Area classic. Y'all wouldn't guess it, but it's a Bay Area classic. But if you listen close, you'll hear the sample from the Dana Dane, because that's what I like to do. Since I know music, I like to. When I used to burn music on CDs and tapes and stuff like that, I would actually make CDs that I called sample links, right? So it would be the original song and then the rap song that sampled it, or the rap song first. So everybody, oh yeah, I know that song, and then play the original song where they pulled the sample from. It's fun because everything comes from somewhere. That's why I say I like originals. I like originality. I like original stuff. You can make a sample to pay credit, but don't try to take it as like, oh, this is mine. I did all of this. Like, that shit on Loki. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that Loki shit. Cause I just finished watching that. I watched that with my breakfast, dude. And I really wanted to not stop eating my fucking turkey bacon on that shit. It's like, fuck you do it. I know one person probably in here is gonna be mad about that shit, but it's an experience you gotta go through, baby girl. Experience you gotta go through. You gotta feel it for yourself. There's a joke there. I'm keeping it to myself. Yeah, Aquateki. Shout out to Richard Roundtree, the bad motherfucker. Shout out to Malika for hitting me with the text and letting me know, because I did not know that one. And then Malika, right before you texted me about Matthew Perry, I had just heard about it from someone else. And she was telling me about it. And I thought it was bullshit at first, because I saw it. I was on call yesterday and I saw it come up on my news feed on my phone. It said Matthew Perry such and such, and I didn't even read the shit yet because I didn't have time. Then I talked to her and she was like, yeah, you heard Matthew Perry died? I'm like, bullshit. I said, he didn't die because of that book he wrote, did he? Because if I remember correctly, he was saying some shit in that book that people didn't like. About Hollywood and some other stuff. So I don't know. They said he R.I.P. to Matthew Perry, but they're saying he died in his tub, in his hot tub. Really now? All alone in the hot tub? Interesting. I thought he was clean and sober. So it shouldn't be any drugs, should it? Curiouser and curiouser, as I would say. So RIP to both of them, Richard Roundtree and Matthew Perry. Believe it or not, I watched a little bit of Friends. Because I like Matt LeBlanc. Matt LeBlanc was a decent actor to me. But more than that, Friends was more knockoff on Living Single, right? I watched Living Single because little it be known, I had a fucking huge crush on Queen Latifah. Back in the 90s, I had a big ass picture of Dana Owens on my wall in a little orange, knit dress, spandex, and them big ass fucking thighs out there. And I had that picture. I think it was from like Right On magazine or something like that. It was a center spread, right? I had that motherfucker laying right next to my bed, right next to my face. So I look over and be seeing just chocolate thighs, like. So I had a thing for Queen Latifah. So I was already watching that show. Kim Fields was on it. I'm watching Kim Fields since Facts of Life. So all right, some cute folks on there, and I like the comedians. John Hinton. I like John Hinton as a comedian. He was cool. And then the guy playing Kyle. I'm forgetting his name. I like that brother in his voice. I always liked him in his voice. So it was a lot of people on that show that were really good, but the show did not get its due at the time. And then they made Friends and made those motherfuckers millionaires off of copying Living Single. So I had to watch it to see what it was and what they were doing. I was like, this is the same shit. They're just dumb as fuck. Yeah, whatever. But actors are actors, and some of the actors I actually liked. So shout out to them. I know they probably all grieving or whatever over Matthew, unless he talks some shit to him. But yeah, RIP to them. Oh, what the hell? Malika got some more people in here. RIP to DJ Mark, the 45 King passed too. Damn, and I remember, yeah, Burt Young passed too. Fucking Paulie from the Rocky movies. I saw that too. And Richard Mole, Bull from Night Court. I love fucking Night Court. Love Night Court. And I like Richard Mole. Man, he took that. Man, he just knocked off a lot of people this week. So I was telling, man, I was having a little conversation with little Cuddy Woodpecker, and I was telling, like, I had to do a lot of research for this week because a lot of shit happened this week in entertainment. A lot of stuff happened, and it was mostly people dropping off the face of the freaking earth. That's sad shit right there. That is, oh man, let me write this shit down because I forgot. I didn't forget. I saw the one about Richard Mole that he passed, but at the time that I saw it, I could not leave. I couldn't write it down. I was working at the time. And then Burt Young, I saw that because somebody did a little short about it, like who he was. And then the 45 King too. God damn. Man, our hip hop is just going, man. That lets you know how old these folks was when they started. It wasn't, spring fucking chickens. It was actually in their 20s going to their 30s or something like that. That's sad, man. So RIP to all of them. I can't drink any alcohol today because I'm on call. So I can't show up to somebody's, place smelling like freaking alcohol. You can't do that. It wouldn't be okay. But thank you, Malika, for giving me that update on that. I do appreciate it. You want to give me some updates on some stuff, something you want me to look at and get my opinion on? Artisan112 at Gmail. Shoot it there or leave a comment. I do videos all over the place. Leave it in the comment section or leave it in the community tab on my page. I read that shit daily and I will respond daily. That's for you. I don't need to talk to myself. I already know what I think. But that's for you guys. So you want to comment, you want to reach out to me and say something, drop it on there, drop it on my Instagram, artisanmc. I will obviously see that too because I post random stuff on there. But I've told you before, my Instagram, You can request me, but you got to send me a message so I know who the hell you are. If your Instagram logo don't look like you, I can't look at your page and see who you are. I'm not going to approve that shit. It is very, strict community on there. There's certain people I want on there, certain people I don't. And if I can't recognize who the hell you are, I will not approve that shit. You will sit there independent forever. I got to know who the hell you are, flat out. Because if I share stuff up there like my granddaughter's picture or something like that, I don't need no goofy asses all over the internet with that. No, man, there's too many crazy people out here. No, I gotta know you. I gotta know who the hell you are. So if you do something goofy, I can come find your ass. So I'm just saying. But it's there. It's there for y'all. It's there for y'all. Shout out to Detroit 313. Was good, Detroit. Yeah, we gonna talk because you had some questions, and I'm trying to get Detroit on Gen V, y'all. He ain't watched it yet. I told him, watch the first episode. If you don't like the first episode, you ain't gotta watch no more of that shit. Basically, I gave him the same kind of speech I give my kids with eating some food they ain't tried before. Try it this one time. If you don't like it this time, you ain't never got to have it again in life. I won't say nothing to you about it. You got to try it. Don't talk about it out of ignorance. Let's talk about it about having sampled the goods, and you can say, "No, this was shit. Thank you very much. I don't need any more." Except for drugs, you don't need to try drugs first to figure out if you want it or not. Very few things. So what I'm doing right now is the candle of the evening is a Palo Santo. Shout out to Art New Style for hitting me to the Palo Santo candle. And the cologne of the day is Calvin Klein's The Truth. That's the fuck I am. And if you guys didn't know, if you cannot tell from my bubbly personality, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling festive. And guess what, man? It's Scorpio season. Yes. It is my time. I think next week that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be the intro. It's gonna be the game, the Triple H intro. My time. That's what I wake up to in the morning. That's my late alarm. That is my late alarm, my time. Triple H theme. So let's see who else is in here. So we're gonna try to convert Detroit 313. See if he like the see if he liked the Gen V. See if he liked the old Gen V. Let's see who else we got in here. See people talking about the lady. We got BTM in the building. I think we do. Hold up. I scrolled down this fucking thing. I wonder if it's just my computer or the hard drive is too fucking slow because it doesn't make any sense why this stuff is still dragging. What up, J3? J3 in the building. He said, I'm waiting to hear artists' take on the cliffhanger of an episode. Like, wow. Oh, yeah, you're going to get my take on that shit for real. We're going to talk about Loki. I'm going to have to get to this really quickly, too. Let me get through the rest of these folks. Shout out to Pragmatic. P-Dubs in the building. What's good, Pragmatic? BTM is here. She said, here for the liberation. I will liberate you, girl. I can't. Yo, AI avatar is not thirst trappy enough. Thirst trappy enough. I'm like, I keep looking at that and say, yeah, it's Toya, but it's not. We might have to kill the machines. Because I'm an all natural person. But what's up, BTM? What's good with you? In those thighs. No. Now we got Aquatechie in there. Swift Battle in here. Said what's up to Swifty. What up, Joe Herb in the building? What's up, Herbert Stay? There you go. There you go. Shout out to the Joe Herb in the building. What's up, Herb? Herb in here. Oh, and Herb dropped something in the Cash App too. Appreciate you, Herb. I will give you what? The double up. Appreciate you, Herb.
Money for the rap, double lag. Fat, double lag. 100 on the sack, double lag. Block like a ghost town, still double bag.
Shout out to the Joe Herb. How that comment coming, man? How that comment coming? Your birthday is coming, so you can get beat one way or the other, but that comment need to be coming. See, I say I would beat Herb, but here's the thing: what y'all don't know, that nice little, look nerdy, geeky looking exterior that Herb got. Herb has been trained. Herb know a martial art. Nigga. He'll fuck you up. He might fuck me up. So me saying that is all in fun. It's all in fun. But his birthday is coming up. Herb's birthday is the same day as my son, my cousin, and ex-wifey. Same day. All Scorpios, nigga. It's a bunch of stingers going on. Ain't nothing but a Scorpio party. And I feel it. My energy is rising. I feel like fucking Moon Knight right now, nigga. My strength is growing. Strength is growing. Scorpius is in me. Dark Scorpius is on the rise. All right. What did Detroit say? Yeah, Matthew Perry in a hotel by himself. His aide left and then came back, and he was just dead in the hot tub. And he didn't slit his wrist? You mean he just all of a sudden decided to kill himself after he got clean? He didn't want to kill himself when he was drugged up? I don't know. I'm smelling bullshit in the air. I'm smelling some bullshit in the air. Just like that Maine shooter. Oh, he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, self-inflicted my ass. Self-inflicted my ass. Let's see the CSI report on how he was able to shoot himself. Can we get the forensic evidence before we just start clapping? No, I don't think so. No, not no military man. No, sir. No, sir. They had military men that survived fucking getting captured in war and didn't kill themselves. But this goofball did all of a sudden, right? Gotcha. 92 and 93, and they're in competition with friends and made millions to me. I've seen a few of the friends. Yeah, Detroit. Because here's how it works, right? People pitch ideas for shows, and they pitch it to different companies. The companies that pass on the shit, they still got the treatment and the idea. They just go and make one of their own. That's why, here's a funny thing. You'll notice this. Why is there a Babylon 5 and a Deep Space Nine? Why did they come out the same year? Because J. Michael Straczynski was pitching Babylon 5 to Paramount. He pitched it to them and they passed on it. And they rolled his idea into their own Star Trek franchise. And that's why you got Deep Space Nine. And that's why they came out at the same time. Deep Space Nine is a good show. Babylon 5 is a great show. But that's how you got one and the other. That's how. Paramount passed, but they took his idea. That's how people blow up off people more creative. Stealing. Like Dave Filoni. Anyway, before I get all angry, that's gonna make me. I just said that shit, and I just felt it, that anger rise and subside. I felt the dark side rising in me, boy. Let me lay that down. I'm always going to support you, prioritizing yourself and your family. Akuteki, happy to hear that. What would Akuteki do? What did Akuteki do? I had to take some time off to take care of my family. Yeah, no shame in that, Aquatech. Good. Take care of your family, man. Jobs in some form or fashion will be there. Your family is what's important because those going to be the people that look after you when you're old. Your job ain't. You don't give a fuck. You might get one person to show up at your funeral. Job will keep going on. The family will actually miss you. So take care of them. Johnny, get over here. Yeah, that's Scorpio season right now. Get over here. They know. Uh-oh. Toya saying hello to Joe Hurd. Don't be hitting on Joe Hurd. Herb said the comic is coming slow but steady. Don't worry. I'm not worried about it. I'm just making sure you keep working on it because slow and steady is still progress. You doing it on your time, not my time. I just keep getting it in your ear just to make sure it's still coming along. Know how you procrastinate, fucking Scorpio. Know how Scorpios can procrastinate. I just want you to finish it so you can put it out there. That's all. I want you to get the shine you deserve, homie. Like Chris and JT. And Dr. T, anybody else I know making some work and putting it out there. Put that shit out there in the world, man. For real, the sting is coming. I bet it is. You on the 7th too? 7 don't look like nothing but a Scorpio tail arched up ready to sting something. Niece and nephew Scorpios, I can see them already. Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a time, homie. I was just having a conversation about the whole parable about the Scorpio and the frog. And I told the person, like, that scorpion was dumb as fuck. Because what you're supposed to do is wait till you get to the other side of the bank. Then you sting that fucking frog and leave his body out there so everybody else can see it. So his buddies can see. Learn the goddamn lesson. Fuck with that scorpion. Leave his bodies out there so they could rot in the sun. Right on the riverbank. Like, what the fuck? Should have been fucking with me. It's in my nature. I gotta binge watch Gen V in the next 2 days. You can do it in 2 days. That's a good binge. It should be entertaining. Detroit says Scorpio gang. Yeah, Scorpio gang here, man. Gang. I've been telling every time I put a post into something, I keep saying that to people. Scorpio gang. Fuck wrong. Just because I'm happy my energy is up. We'll get to y'all turn. We'll get to y'all. The rest of y'all have your turn. Some of y'all already had your turn, so shut up. Me bask in my ness. Me bask in my scorpionness. What up, Ray Hama? Ray Hama was over there on Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Ray Hama actually gave me some props too, man. I was appreciating that. I was. I made that comment before. I said, I don't know if people talk about me in other folks' chats. They always come and tell me what somebody else says. Do you talk about me in HS? Ray Hama was up there giving me some props. Said I got him in the moon night. I said, well, goddamn. Did you enjoy it? That's good. That's a compliment, man. I like to know that when I introduce something to you guys, that it's actually something that you might gravitate to or actually take a look at. That's always good. There's no different than BGS or anybody else putting information out there. The fact that you actually go back and read that stuff and learn it is good. And let us know, like, yeah, I went back and read it. That was awesome. That's great for us to hear because we're doing this shit for y'all. We're trying to put information out there to you guys to share it with you. If you actually pick up the package that we dropped off, took it in, and actually meant something to you, that's mission accomplished. That's all it is. It's a little bit of an ego boost, I won't lie, but it's good to know that you reach somebody, that your voice or your ideas reach somebody and resonated with someone else. That's the important part. They say each one teach one. She said, happy Scorpio season. Love y'all. You should pass it out to love today too. Right on, Toya. BTM in the building. Your movie coming out soon too. We're gonna have to compare you and Tiana Parrish. Cause God help me, I will go see the Marvels. But not because I really want to. But I do want to see Tiana Parrish. Just saying. Just saying, man. Just saying. There's no one in here. No one creep in here. I didn't see no one in the chat. I didn't see no one in there. Swift said no one. Shout out to the package man if he in here. I must have missed him. There he goes. I'm sorry about that, no one. Shout out to the no one, the package man. Appreciate your brother coming through. Ray Hama said thank you. Hey, it is what it is, Ray. I am a respectful brother. I can be an asshole, but I am respectful, and I appreciate loyalty and respect. That's always the top two for me, because RIP for me means respect is paramount. That's the first thing in my fucking need. Straight up, first thing. That's the one thing that's important. Respect is of paramount concern. So, moving on with the rest of the stuff. That was 50 minutes of me playing music and bullshitting. I still need, where are we at? 3. Oops, I didn't let her now. Need 11 contributors. Still need 11 people. 11 people who would say, I appreciate Artisan doing this stream. I want to hear his things that fall out of his fucking brain. All right, so here we go. So what do y'all want to talk about first? You want to talk about this bullshit and Loki? You want to talk about that? Or you want to talk about this, my ideas on this main shooter shit? Or do I have to actually say anything about this Sinji? I guess she lost her channel or some shit like that. Do you want me to throw a party? I mean, really? I haven't seen Gen V, so I can't talk about that. I didn't get time enough to watch that. Some cookie baker was interrupting me. But other than that, life stuff, some life stuff going on. Could be fun. Be interesting. He said Loki. Swift said Loki. Yeah, let's get to the Loki, because once that phone rings, I'm gonna have to get out of here, and I don't want to be, be teasing y'all. I ain't no fucking tease. You want it, you can get it. You can get it. So we're gonna get to the Loki. Loki plus. Okay. We're getting into the Loki shit. This is gonna be the Loki mark in the show. Do I have a Loki thing up here? Yes, I do. I know I do. There we go. So let's get into the Loki stuff right now. We have guys.
Everybody knows you never go full retard. What do you mean? Check it out. Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, look retarded, act retarded. Not retarded. Cat toothpicks, cheated cards. Autistic. Sure. Not retarded. Ain't got Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Slow, yes, retarded maybe, braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants off next to him and won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. He was a goddamn war hero. You know any retarded war heroes?
Never go full retard.
You went full retard, man.
Never go full retard. That was what I thought of that episode of this show. Now, mind you, I just watched that episode of the show about 10 o'clock. Made my breakfast, drinking my coffee, getting my liquid love in my system, my stupid people tolerance, and I watched that episode of Loki, episode 4. Now, I watched it having not did a watch and review for Patreon. So I will do a watch and review for it, but I'll watch it a second time. Because that's why I be holding up so long on doing some of these shows, because I'm supposed to watch it so I can record it. So I always have to wait till I'm here sitting down so I can record it and then put it up on Patreon. If you're not watching the stuff on Patreon, I don't know what the hell your damn problem is, but it's a personal choice, man. It's a personal choice. It's just another level of seeing me bored to fucking tears watching something and just That's what it looks like to me. All right, so this episode of Loki, I will not spoil it for anybody who has not seen it, but there's a couple of things that I picked out. There's a couple of bullet points I picked out in this that bothered the shit out of me watching it. The first one was, if you saw the last episode, how it ended. This one picked up right where the last one left off, and it got to the point that I was mentioning in my review that I thought they were going to go to, of He Who Remains and Ravonna Renslayer being kind of together. Now, the bullshit was thick right off the beginning. Miss Minutes was in there talking to her. I want to show you something. Oh, Southern chick, Southern Karen. And she got in there and showed this chick a video to show her who she was before, and showed that He Who Remains made that place at the end of time for the both of them. And she was there. Ravonna Renslayer was there and saw it. And they did it together. And that she went to the TVA to give the troops some messages. And He Who Remains told her, I'll catch up. And then Miss Minutes popped up and he told her to execute Protocol 42, which means everybody at the TVA had their memories erased, including Ravonna Renslayers. She didn't remember being there. She didn't remember him. And Miss Minutes goes on to tell her how she did everything. He built all of that with her. She was so vital. She was the general of his forces. She won the battle for you. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. How? How? Tell me how. Now, this is where the bullshit comes in, because basically they just put all the success of He Who Remains winning the War of the Kangs, winning the multiversal war, onto Ravonna Renslayer. She was the one who won it. And I'm like, how the hell she do that? How? Tell me how. I mean, really, how? Just her? She marshaled the forces? Get the fuck out of here, dude. What is this dumb shit? I'm telling you right off the bat right now. The fingerprints I see on this is Victoria Alonso all over this fucking episode. This is either Victoria or somebody listening to fucking KK. That's what I'm hearing in this one. It's fingerprints all over this stuff. This was the dumbest shit I saw. Look, I got notes. Y'all know me. I'll watch the stuff and I'll take notes. And my first note, that's the dumbass Ahsoka shit. First note, she did it all. How did she beat the Kangs? How she beat the Kangs? Because this is the multiversal war. This was the war between Kangs. He Who Remains was He Who Remains because he wiped out the other versions of himself. So how did she do it? What made her special? Because the only thing that I know from comic books that made Ravonna Renslayer special was that Kang liked her ass. And given new mythology, spread her ass throughout the timeline so he could find her again. Because he was simping for her. Get the fuck out of here. Ravonna Renslayer is extra regular. Regular, schmegular chick. How she beat Kang? The technologically advanced version of Nathaniel. How? Now, the part that's pissing me off is that apparently in the MCU, Kang can only be beat by women. Those are the only people that can beat his ass. Everybody else get the business. Come to a chick show up. Oh, damn, man. Hey. Call her off, man. Call her off. The smaller, the skinnier, the better. Or I should say, the paler, the better. Oh yeah, I know Victoria Alonso is in the credits. I know Swift because I read the credits. I read the title cards and stuff. I read all of that shit. Yeah, she's still in the credits, just like she was still in the credits of that excuse me, Secret Invasion. She was in the credits for that shit too. Why you think they got the most powerful chick in the MCU ever? That's her. That's her fingerprints. It was all over this fucking episode. It's all over this season. Now, the other point that I had on this, not to spoil the whole episode, and y'all put it in the chat. What are you thinking, and what do you actually want to hear my opinion on? Because I don't want to spoil the whole episode. I still have a review I have to go and do, right? But I will answer your specific fucking questions. You can super chat them, or you can just put them in that motherfucker. Like engagement, viewer engagement is important. Now, the other part that I took some umbrage with was later on in the episode. They're in the TVA boardroom, and they have Victor Timely there, and Renslayer's there, and Miss Menace is there. Like they sitting him down in the principal's office, and the girls are sitting there with their hands on their hip, just tapping. We got something to talk to. We don't need you no more. And I'm listening to this shit. I say, is this not the lesbian pitch? Did Miss Menace just give her the lesbian pitch? We don't need him. You did it all. We don't need him. I'm like, oh, is this to bring down the patriarchy speech? I'm like, dude, I've been hearing this shit since I was a teenager. This is the speech that they give girls to turn them out into being lesbians. Or you go off to college and come back hating your damn daddy. You were oppressive. You were abusive. I made you brush your teeth and go to school. What the fuck are you talking about? What? So they bring Victor Timely in there to the office, and that's what they're doing. We're not listening to your lies no more. So the Caucasian Southern sounding Miss Minutes, the Karen clock, and then the pissed off black chick is gonna sit the black man down and tell him how he ain't gonna be doing shit. And they got the white boy lackey right there to make sure you gonna do it or we gonna kill you. I was like, dude, the fuck is this not the plantation? What am I watching? What the fuck was that? I was like blown away that this was the visual I was getting from this shit. White dude is the authority figure. Black woman is the one in charge. And the white lady is sitting there right on her side, but she's the one who's really in charge. She got control of everything. Sitting there, all three of them looking at the black dude, telling him what he gonna do and what he not gonna do. That was a little bit too on the nose, Victoria. Too on the nose. That was not missed on me. Hell no. Hell no. I'm like, that symbolism is like, oh no. That's not even just problematic, nigga. That is straight up wrong. I'm like, they made this shit. They spent millions of dollars on this. And this is what they wanted to show me. This is what they wanted to show me. Okay, so if we do an account, how many times does this make that Kang, the black dude, supposed to be the powerful character for this phase, has been sat down and chastised by some chick? How many times does this make? Mind you in the same series where they let a white woman stab him through his fucking chest. Then you get to Ant-Man and another chick does the same thing, rips him apart again. Like, God damn, dude, you can't keep from getting killed by a chick. You're all powerful until the chicks show up. Yeah, Malika, self-pruning. Yeah. What's the point of all that work and everything went boom anyway? I'll get to that, Swift. I'll get to that. What I think happened with the boom. Arts and feminism and Mary Sueism is a glorious purpose of women and entertainment today. It is. And that's why all of that shit is failing. That's why a lot of us are sitting on the sidelines watching with popcorn and a beer, like, fuck this shit. I hope it blow up. I hope that blow up. Is that going down too? Oh shit, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, wars is over. Miss Minutes, the feminist AI. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because here's how funny that shit is. This is how much you know how feminist it is, right? What was Miss Minutes doing before Victor Timely left her ass? She was putting her pitch in to Victor Timely to make him into He Who Remains so she can get an actual body because she was in love with that nigga. But now she on the side of the woman. No, she using this bitch. This is like blatant. This is like blatant. She using the black chick to get at his ass because he wouldn't give her a body. What does that sound like? What does it sound like? Fourth wave, put the F on it. Good night, dude. This shit is like a telegraph punch from yesterday. God dang. Y'all support the stream, man. Come on. Help my brother out. Feminist Nightmare is an assertive black man. I would love to see Kang just kick ass. I would love to see Kang kick ass too. And that was what Zentober was talking about, where he mentioned it in Kevin's stream yesterday about Ahsoka, and he had wanted to see Thrawn just really kicking ass. I was like, well, yeah, but no, it's not what you were going to see. No, you weren't. You would like that. Well, go back and read the book because that's the only fucking place you're gonna see it. I'm not seeing it in no Filoni shit. Remember, he didn't make that character. He didn't make that character, so he's not gonna be badass by his standards. I'm running out of fingers to count on. Yeah, Aquatic. I got one finger I can count on. Well, wait, I got two. Fuck you. Making Kang just the dude, the one masculine black man in the whole shit. And y'all just keep finding a way for a chick to kill his ass. Smaller, the paler, the better. And Miss Sand, oh yeah, don't even get. Look, that woman is a great actress. She is a great actress. This role she played is some bullshit. Because that's who she in there like. Look, there's a scene in there where she come into a room and she start crying. And I'm like, and all I was thinking was Aunt Jemima. That's the only thing I was thinking. That's the only thing I was thinking. Like, what the fuck, dude? This has got some really fucked up visuals in this. I mean, the special effects look awesome. But for a black person, there's some really messed up visuals in this shit. Some really screwed up positions. Like, dude, this is just subliminal. This is going straight into somebody's subconscious. They ain't even filtering the shit. It's just straight into your subconscious as something that you associate with these people. I'm like, this is fucking ill. This is ill. This is just ill. Yeah, she want a high-tech BBL so she can get that BBC. Because she was in love with Kang. Because remember, Kang made her. He Who Remains made her. And she's in love with him. And he didn't want to give her a body. So now she's going to destroy his ass because she pissed off. You might as well not even be AI. Sound like a real fucking chick. Kang actually doing some conquering would be nice. He ain't been able to conquer shit. You ain't seen him conquer anything. Not one. Well, wait, he conquered them fucking ants. and them rebels when they showed up in Quantum Mania, when he finally went down there and gave him a little bit of that what for. Yeah, fuck around and find out. He gave him a little bit of that, but that was it. You ain't seen him conquer shit. But you see him being conquered. Oh, you see him being conquered a lot. Oh, we ain't finished seeing that yet. But him conquering anything? No. Fucking this episode, he couldn't even conquer walking into some temporal energies. Stupid. Now, the last thing I'll talk about is what Swift was mentioning, which was the shocker ending. The shocker ending. The shocker ending. What do you think happened? Put it in the chat if you saw it already, because I told you I wasn't trying to spoil it for anybody. But put it in the chat. What do you think happened in that moment? And then I'll tell you what I think happened in that moment. Let's just see if we can make up a better story a little bit. You know, no theories, no theory crafting. We just shooting shit. It's the shop, so we just in the shop talking shit. What do you think happened? What do you think happened? Well, this would have been better if this happened this way. Just saying. And hurry up because time is money. I know y'all got a little bit of a delay with my smooth, sultry voice. But y'all got to engage. Y'all got to engage. Look, as soon as I get my passport back, I'm fucking with Edward with this passport shit. See, you doing passport bro talk. PB talk. Peanut butter. What do you say? Miss wants to literally hang with the old Victor gang. She want to hang on old Victor's cane. Like that me Bane is a funny motherfucker sometimes, boy. I tell you, I swear to you. Deadpan one liner. You got that one in there. You slid that one in there, homie. I appreciate that shit. So Swift said illusion magic. Who cast the illusion then? Who used the magic and cast the illusion? Because they did make a point to mention that resetting the system would knock out the nullification field that kept people from using magic inside of the TVA. So there could have been other people in the TVA that use magic. Could have been. Don't know. But who would have done it? Don't think Sylvie would have did it. And I didn't like her turnaround all of a sudden. She bitching at everybody about the fucking timelines being erased and shit like that. And I'm still looking at this goofy ass character like, you caused all this. You need to shut the hell up. You caused all this. He told you exactly what was going to happen, but you just had to have your bloody vengeance. Now you got one black dude and one black woman on your list. So apparently you just get off on killing black folks. Fucking Sylvie. The only people you can get it up for. Edward is live. Shout out to the Hurricane Edward. This one person, only one person got a damn theory? Is nobody watching this show? Just tell me right now, is nobody watching this fucking show? Or this show right now, the one going on with me on the screen. You ain't watching this shit either? God damn. Night like this, I will. Like on a roll, boy. You got points on the board. The TVA would fall. Me Bang got 2 points on the board for funny, man. Y'all behind. Y'all got to catch up. He out to a big lead already. He out to a big lead already. Malika got the ones on the board. Boy, he putting up numbers. Putting up numbers. Yeah, Uncle Techie, he's shooting them from the 3. Like, he get dropping them in there, boy. On the 5 heartbeats tip, man. He getting you with the old school and the new. Damn. Some New Jack Swing happening. Why are you buzzing and beeping? So here's my theory on what happened. Since y'all taking so long to respond to this, I told y'all I'm on short time. I think the timeline just got reset. And I think, what's up, Aria? The chocolate witch is in the building. And her lips. What's good? I think the sacred timeline just got reset, just got remade. That's what I think happened. I don't think it all got wiped away. I think the sacred timeline just reset. Why do I say that? Because Victor Timely was involved. And we already understand that in each one of those timelines, there is a Kang, a Nathaniel Richards. Each one of those timelines has one, which he said. So maybe the new multiverse war just happened. And since this is the MCU and you already know where they're going towards the secret war, in a sense, or the Kang War, whatever the fuck they were calling it. Whatever, they keep postponing it. You know that's where they're going, which would lead to that whole battle world kind of scenario. What do you think happened? You got to get there some kind of way. Got to get there some kind of way. That's what I think just happened. That I would not be surprised if I watched the next episode and all those desperate strands that blew up just became one strand. All merged together like Battle World. And now you have to figure out what has changed. How many Kangs are going to be there? Because you already saw the Council of Kangs in Quantumania. Now, we know the MCU has been kind of screwed up of late with continuity between their properties and stuff like that. They own some dumbass DC from the fucking early 2000s shit. But bear with me. It could happen. Got to get there some kind of way. Told y'all before, the multiverse is a doorway to many possibilities. Many possibilities. If they do it right. They keep fucking it up, but let them rock because they're not going to listen anyway. They're not going to listen anyway. My time loom jumping hour from 9 to 5. My time loom jumping hours are from 9 to 5. Hey, shut that shit down. Big Red was there like, hey, what you doing? Past 5, man. Get off the clock. Fuck out of here. I want to hear this shit. TVA has become Battle World. Could. Makes sense to me. And just for everybody who don't read fucking comics, the Secret Wars from the 2000s was Battle World. And Battle World happened when Dr. Doom, not Owen Reese, Jesus, Molecule Man, and Doctor Strange went to the Beyonders and killed the Beyonders and took their power. And what happened all this stuff broke apart, and Dr. Doom, with his great will, took that power and fused it all together. So all these desperate other timelines and pieces of other stories that were really good in Marvel and shit like that, Ultimate Universe, 2099, Old Man Logan, all these different timelines and shit like that were merged together into one world and partitioned off from each other by walls. And Doom's will held it all together. That was Battle World, where you could have a whole hellscape where Liliana Rasputin is in charge of her limbo dimension, but then go over to somewhere else, and then it's Old Man Logan's time, where the Avengers have been killed. Hulk has inbred children with his cousin, She-Hulk. The villains actually got together one day and switched up their enemies, and Wolverine killed all the X-Men because that's the only way it would happen, thanks to Mysterio. Fooled that motherfucker's senses, and he ran through there like a human Ginsu, killed all of them. It's a good ass story too. That's why I own it. But that's what I'm thinking, that he just reset the sacred timeline. That what you were witnessing, because if you watch the video, the explosion or the ripple happens in the center of all the threads. It doesn't happen at the other end where it's making one timeline. It happens where all those threads are coming together. Thinking that's the war. I'm thinking that's the war. And it just expanded. It wasn't actually an explosion. Really, it didn't even look like an explosion. It just looked like a wave coming out from all those desperate threads coming together. And wiped away everything to what? That's what you're going to find out next episode. And in Loki's eyes, the reflection was one line. Just saying. So the reset Infinity War was no longer relevant. No. Just wiped all that shit away. A multiverse is a house of love. Doesn't take much bad writing to break it. Let me see. Multiverse is a house of love. And I've learned that it don't take much to break it down. Closest I got on that ad lib. So that's what I'm thinking. It reset itself into a sacred timeline because Victor Timely introduced himself to it. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I don't give a shit. That's fine. That's life. You right sometimes, you're wrong sometimes. It doesn't matter. I'm not writing this shit. I'm just watching it. But that's what I think happened. That the next episode will open up and you'll find that the sacred timeline has been in some way reestablished, but things are different. Different people are there. Because one of the things they kept pushing in this episode was that Victor Timely wasn't Kang, or he would become Kang. That was the main question that ran through this whole episode. Will he become He Who Remains, or is he not He Who Remains? And Miss Minutes' little last jab at his ass when she went back to fucking digital form was, "You'll never be him." Like, shut up, bitch. Like, for real. Like,
frankly, my dear, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, control alt delete her. Control alt delete her ass. I'm like, what kind of jab is that? That was such a Karen. Yeah, talk about control alt deleting the entire continuity. That's the only thing they can do to wipe away all this shit they produced. Marvel Comics does it all the time. Comic books in general will do it all the time. If they've gone down a road that is problematic, stories don't work together, they will have a soft reboot or a hard reboot. That's why those are things. That's why retcons exist. Because they've wrote themselves into a fucking corner and they want to go back to what was working. So they go back a little bit to formula, but still throw some variations in there. And if that works, they roll with it. If it doesn't, then they retcon further back. It's comic book shit. It's basically like Malika is saying, bad writing stuff. Because it's a board wipe. It's a reset. It's a Wrath of God if you're playing Magic the Gathering, dude. Like, a Wrath of God, let's start this shit over again. Everything is gone. Let's just start from scratch. That's what it is. They need one. Where's it going to come from? Mind you, that Loki is the show that really introduced all this multiversal stuff. So where else would they do something like that? What other show? What is it going to happen in the Echo show? Fuck no. Who's watching that? Who's watching that shit? Is it going to happen in the Armor War show with Kiki? Or excuse me, Riri? Riri wasn't part of Armor Wars. What the fuck she even there for? No. No. If you want to get to the Kang Dynasty, you need to have a reset somewhere. This is the show to give you the reset. Fine. Okay, cool. Done. Like Swift was saying in here, you're right ahead of me. Okay, so where's my X-Men? Where's my fucking X-Men? Tell me this wiped away the Marvels movies. Where's my X-Men? But I told y'all a long time ago when they started introducing all this shit, Spider-Man was talking about the multiverse. This is how you get your X-Men and your Fox characters and all this stuff back. You do a reset, and now they're there. You've merged all these universes together. They're there. That's why I said Marvel has the idea of the multiverse better, but DC represented it better in the Flash movie of what it actually would look like. What are you actually seeing? Variations. It's not necessarily time travel. Time travel is different from dimensional multiversal travel. It's different. It's not the same fucking thing. It's different. And that's where Marvel screws up because they mix it together. It's not the same thing. It's two separate things. And yes, the X-Men are long overdue. Look, I told you guys years ago my pitch for bringing in the X-Men with every movie that they were releasing next, right? That last Black Panther movie, even with Chadwick dying, should have been where you introduced Storm. Should have introduced Storm. You gave his name more. Okay, cool. Oh, excuse me. Namor. The boy with no love. You ain't a boy no more, Speedos. Jesus Christ. Shout out to Dr. T for telling me that what's his name? Jason Momoa's Aquaman is more with more Namor than what we got. Like, goddamn right. You're right. He does look like straight up Namor. They missed that on the casting, dude. That was Namor for real. Because if I'm telling you this, if Jason Momoa would have popped out the water of Wakanda talking about we gonna ruin this city, I'm like, you might want to talk to that brother. I believe him. Tenoch Huerta, he could be Aquaman. Let him blonde his hair up. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He'll be good. You'll never be a Black Time Lord, Mr. Cartwright. Yeah. Oh, shit. They also replaced T'Challa, too. No. Well, yes and no. T'Challa is there. His son is named T'Challa now. You didn't catch that from, Wakanda Forever? His son has the same name. That's your next one. Look, y'all know where I stand on that. I started that shit about recast. Love Chadwick Boseman. I'm waiting for my Black Panther statue to show up. It should be showing up around my birthday. That's when the next payment's gonna go in, and I'm gonna get it in November. That's my birthday present. My 50th birthday present is that fucking $700 Black Panther statue. I got with 3 payments on it. I made 2. That motherfucker is almost mine. It's coming here and it's going in my hallway. Like me and JT talked about. Like, no, when you come in here, you got to pay respects to the Panther gods. You come in here and have to rub the Panther, pay your respects to Minnie Chadwick standing up there 2 feet tall. Yeah, to T'Challa Jr. for real. It's better than Nick and Knight Jr. If Loki and Sylvie, we need to recast for T'Challa. If Loki can be Sylvie, we need to recast for T'Challa. We need to recast for T'Challa anyway because that positive, strong black male character needs to be out there in the forefront in the MCU. And now that Victoria Alonso's good goofy ass is gone, you could probably get that. Unless the problem is still Kevin Feige. Just saying. I know where Victoria's shit lies. She don't give a shit about no black dudes. The fact that she was producer on the Black Panther movie shows you that. You see how that shit went. She's executive producer on this too. You see how that's going. Problematic visuals, man. Problematic visuals. And I don't think it's an accident. Not interested in Junior. The possibility of making him part of the ABC community is too high. They won't. They'll just make him a mama's boy. Just make him a mama's boy. You got Lupita there. Yeah, mama with the big booty. Raised on the streets of was it Haiti or some shit? Like the worst place he can go. You go from the safest place to the most dangerous place. Yeah, you're gonna be fucked up in the gang. Awesome. Single mama. Excuse me. Yeah, so the shocker ending wasn't too much of a shocker to me. I mean, I was surprised when I saw it, but my thinking is that the timeline, the sacred timeline, just got remade, and it will be one timeline because it wiped away all the rest of them. But some event happened. Some event happened on those threads that wiped away all of them. Some event happened on those threads that wiped away all of them. Victor Timely walking around with knowledge of the TVA is problematic. Very problematic. And let's just put this out there for all of you. For everybody else who saw Quantum Mania and you saw this last episode of Loki, you tell me what happened to Victor Timely. Tell me what happened to Victor Timely. And where have you seen that before in Quantum Mania? And what it meant when you saw it in Quantum Mania. What did it mean? Put it in the chat, smarty pants. Come on, because I know everybody else did their reaction to what they thought happened on the Loki show, and I haven't listened to their shit. But I bet you nobody probably mentioned that. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. That's why they have to do 5 and 6 different videos on the same topic. Make sure to cover all the bases and get all the talking points. What did Swift say? I'm interested in Junior, the possibility of making him. Oh, well, I read that. My bad. So, like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you guys feel so inclined. We're an hour and 34 in. I really wish I could talk about Gen V right now, but I have to go watch the episode. How slow. You know what's funny, Herb? That's what I keep finding. A lot of people aren't even watching Loki. They haven't watched it yet. And I wouldn't call it a fatigue factor. I don't call that fatigue. I call it lack of interest. Lack of interest for what from what you put out. Do I think he's Kang in Quantumania? I thought for a minute that's what was going to happen. That the event in Quantumania where they said I was remembering it wrong. Rarely happens, but Aquateki fell asleep on it. I fell asleep on the last episode of this shit. I really did on camera. It's on Patreon. It's on Patreon. Part of my editing, the reason my editing takes so long on them Loki videos is because you had to keep editing out me yawning. Anyway. Look, speaking of yawning, there's another Victor Timely that made another decision. There we go. Somebody playing along, Darren. Yes. You watched Quantum Mania. You remember when Ant-Man was inside of Kang's ship and they were trying to get that core. And what were they telling him that happened? The reason why there were so many Ant-Men is because it was the possibility engine or whatever the fuck it was called. So every decision that he could possibly make kept making multiples of himself, right? But when he got closer to grabbing that sphere, what happened? Some of them kept turning into ribbons or just little threads, strands, because those possibilities were eliminated. Victor Timely in this last episode did what? It's visual language, folks. Pay attention to this shit. He went to threads. That means that possible solution was removed. What was it replaced by? Different solution. Now, the thing that I think made that happen is that if you watch this episode, Loki pruned himself. And I don't remember that happening in the early episodes, probably because I was too fucking tired. Because at a different point, it had a continuity error that I caught. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. He had a coat on a minute ago. What the fuck is this going on? And then I caught on. This is a replay of the earlier episode from episode, I think it was episode 1. Now we're getting the other side of it, like because Loki was falling back and forth through time, right? I said, he has a sword harness on. This is Loki from episode 1. Okay, so this is when they were doing that first little thing with Ouroboros to stop the loom. Okay, he's supposed to go back now. Not in this episode. In this episode, Loki pruned himself. And he was late. And what did he do when Sylvie came out of the elevator and she said, "Oh, there you are"? What happened? That Loki told her, it'll make more sense later. Maybe he fucked up something. Maybe he changed something. Maybe he pruned that timeline. He said, I was awake for the self-pruning. Yeah, that was a moment. Because it makes me think, I say, damn, I was kind of dozing off in the first episode. Now I have to go back and see how he actually got back when they were doing that shit with the loom the first time. How did he actually make it back himself? Or did he not make it back? Or was he always pruned from behind by himself? That sounds so dirty. That sounds so wrong. He was pruned from behind. Yuck. Yuck. Like I said earlier today, I'm sorry. This is a skill I developed in Catholic school. Because everything can be turned into a dirty joke. If you don't think so, you ain't tried hard enough. And that's a joke in and of itself. Yeah. So Like Darren is saying, I think another Victor Tomley made a different decision. A different Kang made a different decision. Yeah, he needed to prune himself while his time slip in this episode to explain how. Right, but I think in the first episode he did prune himself, and if he didn't, did another Loki pruning him from behind change that decision? Don't know. This is the fun of time travel stuff, but you're also dealing with multi-dimensional stuff, which is they just merging them both together, and that's what makes it kind of confusing because one doesn't play by the same rules as the other one. So yeah, 1 second, you guys. I have to turn on this heat. It has gotten chilly here, and I'm wearing some shorts. Now I got up, didn't have my fucking just my underwear on in the chair, if you all were wondering. But I do like to air dry nowadays. I really do. Recursive pruning loop. Yes. Michael Tech and good word uses. I like that word, recursive. It makes people think, the fuck does that mean? I think I know what it means, but I'm not sure. But it'll keep popping around in my head until I figure it out. He lost the pruning device when he time slipped to the future. Yes, he did. See? Somebody paying attention to watching the actual show. So by Loki pruning himself, he changed things. He changed things. You know what he changed? It not going wrong the first time. That's what he changed. So that's why Victor just ribboned away. They're on a different timeline now. Changed it. They just got pruned. So it was assumed that Sylvie did something to him until we saw this episode. Sylvie did something to who until we saw this episode? Clarify. Oh, yeah, I'm still hungry. I want some snacks. I need some snacks. I need some cash apps. Y'all shitting on me. I don't know why everybody's shitting on me. Why is everybody always shitting on me? Uh-oh. 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 We got a beastly nerd sighting in the building. What up, Beast?
Everybody knows you.
Oh, that was not working. That's fucked up. Ding dong, motherfucker. Ding dong. Shout out to the beastly nerd coming through. Danger room is open. Safety protocols off. You goddamn right. Ain't no safety protocols over here. We do not hand out bubble wrap. Do not hand out bubble wrap over here. We are completely done. There ain't no red flags over here. I thought Sylvie pruned him. No, she was still stuck in the elevator. I just understood that. It did not go right the first time. Exactly. It didn't. That's why the blast doors were down. That's why the blast doors were down. That's why they had to go find Victor Timely so he could open the blast doors because it didn't go right the first time. Like this show has been a series of things that don't go right. It didn't fucking go right. So how do you fix it? Well, if you end up in a time situation, maybe you delete one thing and it goes right. It goes the other way. You get his ass back on time.
Don't say that.
Y'all can hear those, right? You hearing those, right? I'm just making sure.
You think that's air you're breathing?
Just making sure y'all can hear my reactions. So back to Malaki, he says he's the god of mischief, so pruning himself is a higher level of hedonism and self-manipulation. It is. It's causing some mischief, isn't it? And that was one of the lines I liked in this. There was two lines that I really liked in this. One where Loki and Sylvie are talking in the automat with the key lime pie, which I really want some pie now. I'm serious. I really want some pie. If somebody want to deliver some fucking baked goods to me, I would fucking enjoy that. I really would. I give you hugs and kisses. I'm serious. Long as you're a female, because I'm a lesbian. I'm not gay. But him talking with Sylvia about that, and she's like complaining about he's talking to her about running the TVA. What He Who Remains was telling them they could do. Running the TVA, keeping this shit right. And that Sylvie's having an issue with it, like, oh no, we think we're not gods. You would be God. You'd be playing God. And Loki just sauntered up to her and told her in that, that low voice, that little pimp speak, like, we are gods. No shit. I was like, how did she forget that? She forgot her home, the little girl she was before, her Asgard got pruned away. She forget that shit? Loki, god of mischief. He is a god. Duh. So are you. Dumb bitch. Like, oh my God, man. Like, where have you been? You've been working at McDonald's too long. You've been sucking that fry grease, right? Fucking that fry grease. Bakes your goddamn noodle. Forgot all of a sudden. You can do magic and shit. Stupid shit. I like that line. He told her, we are gods. Like, you goddamn right. Loki is a god. Hate her to love it. Like, yeah, Aquateki. Hello, message. Stupid ass. So yeah, it's on him to play God. He is a god of mischief. He pruned himself. He introduced some mischief to that situation. Maybe things will shake out better. The other line that I like was given by Jonathan Majors playing Victor Timely. And I'm liking Jonathan Majors' portrayal of this character. This Frederick Douglass looking like half Forrest Gump dude. I'm liking his portrayal of Victor Timely. I'm really liking this. He's getting to be more fun, right? But Timely has a thing that he says. He says, "Time to be brave. Time to be brave. Time to be brave." And I thought that was interesting, being that his last name is Timely. Like, oh yeah, it is time to be brave. That's pretty good, V. That's pretty good, Vic. I like that. Time to be brave from Timely. I like that. That's a good quote. It's a good quote. Do I have to sing Gozer to smack some sense into Sylvia? Yeah. Do you got to sing Gozer to Gozerian to tell her what the hell is going on? Apparently. She need a keymaster. Because she lost. she lost. Gatekeeper don't know if the key exists. Like, you stupid as shit. Yeah, sing Gozer, please. The ingredients of the pie comes from the people that they crush in the cubes. Yeah. Oh, Darren, good shot. I don't have a Soylent Green quote on here. I need one now. It's people. Soylent Green is people. Oh my God, good one, Darren on the board with the nostalgia. Sorry, Malika, I got to give him 3 points for the for the deep dive in the cinematic files on that one. That's I gotta give him 3. I gotta give him 3, man. I'm sorry. I gotta give him 3. That was a 3 from way out. Like that was a 3-pointer from way out. He pulled that one out. That is a good one. And the pie is green too. Oh my God. Well played. Where are my hand claps? Oh, it's on the other board. It's on the other board. I don't have it on this one. Yeah, I don't have it on this one. Nah, shit. Yeah, I don't have it on this one. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, the Candyman don't work either. Fuck you. And my ding dong don't work. I gotta fix those on the stream deck. I gotta fix those. That's a very good pull there. Very good pull. Very good pull. I'm impressed, sir. Sylvie's goddess of annoying and time wasting. Yeah, Sylvie is annoying as shit, dude. The actress might be all right. I'm liking the coat. I don't know why I'm liking the coat. The Loki coat she got. I don't know why she got the checkered coat with the leather on it. Where'd that come from all of a sudden? But I'm kind of liking that feel. I guess so she ain't standing there showing her bony shoulders the whole time. Yeah, that pie was awfully green though. It was green as fuck. It was like you couldn't create that dye. You could not have created that dye, and that shit was uniform. So they might be making it out of people. I don't fucking know. All them prune timeline. But Sylvie being a goddess of annoyance. Look, man. I said this once, I'll say it again. The only reason they having this problem with this timeline is because Sylvie killed He Who Remains. Now, Sylvie in this episode bitching about all these people who had lives and gonna die and all the rest of that shit. It was like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? You preaching to the fucking choir. You responsible. Dumb fuck. You don't get to have no righteous indignation about this shit when you caused all of it. They got her in this episode proud and smiling because she killed a man. I'm like, yep, I did that. Thanks for raising your hand. Now we know who to blame. Goofy ass. That's not a badge of honor. Like you did something good. No, you fucked all of this up. Everybody else is scrambling around trying to fix what you fucked up. Loki trying to get you back on the same page that he got on when he actually talked to He Who Remains and understood what he was talking about. He's standing in a pie shop giving you the same speech. Telling you the same shit. We got to run this. Or a lot of people is going to die. Fucking around with you. Trying to get her to see the sense in it. Oh, God, dude. That's why you're supposed to be the leader. Emotional shit. Then she went off and killed Renslayer too. Like, do you feel satisfied now? You good? Jesus Christ. So yeah, she's been that character is annoying right now. Is annoying because she just walking around trying to be the toughie, and I'm really not feeling that. I'm not feeling like Brie Larson's Captain Marvel walking around being a hard ass. Look, you had the boobs you had. I don't even think you'd be a known actress. Just saying. Just saying. I know how Hollywood likes their blondes. Big breasted and heads full of nothing. So you wouldn't be the first. You damn sure ain't gonna be the last. She got that coat from purifying herself in the waters of Lake Minna 1980s McDonald's. Yeah, in the in the fry oil of Minnetonka. Shit, 1980s. She might have got it from Ray Kroc himself, dude. He might have came through there like, hey, you ever seen a milkshake? She had Look, she all pissed off about that timeline, like she got a whole family back there or something like that. Like, because I was wondering where she get the truck from. Who truck she sitting on? Where she get the pickup truck? She got a buddy named Buck back there. Like, where she get the pickup truck from? Whose truck is that? She just live out in front of the McDonald's? I don't think so. I don't think so. Nah, something's going on, man. She probably got a family back there. Loki just don't know. She done pulled a Mystique and got a whole life. Got a whole life back there. Because you see, I tell you this, she ain't got Philly and touchy with Loki one time, has she? And they're supposed to be like kind of infatuated with each other. She acting a lot like a little butch lesbian right now. Kind of like Victoria Alonso. Fingerprints all over the episode. And I ain't got nothing against lesbians. I'm just saying, this the eye that alters all. So, like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. I would appreciate it. I'll put out my candle now because I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste the mojo. It smells good in here, though. Back when McDonald's apple pies were fried. Yep, everything was fried. Everything was fried. I don't like these lukewarm fucking pies now. Don't taste right. I went to Panda Express and they making apple pies now. I was like, what? Rolled up like a goddamn egg roll. Like, yeah, give me 2 of those. Let me try them. Burnt as shit on the inside. Yeah, like the blondes on their knees, face down, ass up, on the casting couch. Sounding like they blondes. And that's not me being gross, dude. That's Hollywood. That's a known fact. Why do you think everybody who goes to Hollywood eventually starts dyeing their fucking hair blonde? Hollywood has a type. And if you fit that type, you'll get into a lot of places. Because they want to get into a lot of places on you. Yeah, they fucking apple rolls. They basically, yeah, look, you can't make this shit up. Look it up, man. Panda Express. I don't think the one I'm close to was the only one doing it. Okay. I was looking at that lady so crazy. The Filipino lady said, would you like an apple pie? I'm like, apple pie? What you talking about? Apple pie? I'm in Panda Express. Oh no, we have apple pies now. It's like, it looks like an egg roll with cinnamon on the outside. Fucking give it to me. I'll try it. I'll try it. Fuck it. Whatever. Yeah, they're most underwhelming. They look aquatechy. I went to that Panda Express the other day, man. And them apple pies were sitting in there. They look so sad. They look so depressed. Like that shit look like desperation. They just sitting there all kind of lip like like I looked at it like, let me get those spring rolls. No, not this time. I tried it once. I don't have to have that shit again. I'm good. What up to Triv? What up to Triv? Yeah, just ask Weinstein. Yeah, just ask Weinstein. Or better yet, why don't you ask his aide? You know, his procurer, Leslie Headland. Ask her. She would know. You seen her girlfriend? She is blonde. Just saying, nigga. Just saying. Just saying. I think Victoria Alonso's chick is blonde too. Her wife. Yeah. I think she's blonde. Yeah, desperation rolls. And Aquatechy is on the board. Aquatechy is on the board. We got Darian Anderson with 3, Malika with 2, and Aquatechy with 1. The desperation apple rolls, boy. Not a pretty sight. They look sad. They look sad as fuck sitting in that little pan. They look so out of place. So out of place. And so I tried those apple pies last week. They are trash. Yes. Yes. It didn't even taste like it was one apple in that bitch. And all it made me want is a McDonald's apple pie. Like 2 of them bitches. I need 2 apple pies. Yeah. Them undercooked ones that y'all make now. I need 2 of those. Not the ones that'll burn the meat out of your mouth. You bite it open like, ah. Yeah, the desperation rolls. Yeah, they ain't gonna, that shit is dropping off the menu soon. I'm telling you. You got to. That shit is not good. That is not what they do, dude. That is not what they do. And it'd be like Taco Bell giving you a McMuffin or something. Like, what the fuck is this? I came here for Mexican food. What are y'all doing? I don't know how to do nothing with an English muffin. Oh, man, stay in your lane. Stay in your damn lane. Oh, fucking up my understanding. Desperation rolls. That's funny as fuck. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Apple's rejects. Yeah, no shit. So 2 hours in, there's the link. If y'all want to come up and throw your 2 cents in, please do. Like I said, it's an on-call weekend, so I'm not gonna be here long. So I want to get y'all an opportunity to come up here and shoot the shit a little bit because the range is open, the shooting range is open, safeties are off. You beast showed up in here, so you know the protocols is over. The protocols are unlocked. We go into legendary mode. This is legendary mode. So y'all want to come up, hit that link. You can talk about some of this shit. And I'm gonna get into a couple of thoughts I had on the Sinji stuff and the main shooter thing. Now, first off, the main shooter topic. Because I'm done with Loki right now. And I have to say the rest for the review when I review it. He said fueling his bus going to Ebony Williams' house. What, you trying to drop off her next donation for her frozen eggs? Fucking Ebony Williams. Jesus, 2 Triv, you funny. I'll put you on the board for that. 2 Triv, I'll give 2 Triv a 1. That means I got to bump up everybody else's score. So that means Darren got 4, Malika got 3. No. Yeah, Malika has 3. Aquateki has 2. 2 Triv got 1. Because that's pretty funny. But it's not as funny as Aquateki's, but it's funny. So I raised everybody's scores up. So 2 Triv is on the board with a 1. With a 1. But maybe I should start with Sinji since this is the manosphere, the black manosphere. BMS. I was trying to figure out what was going on with YouTube, and everybody was talking about this, that, ding dong, the witch is dead or some shit like that. And then thanks to Black Man Being Brutally Honest stream yesterday, I finally found out what the hell was actually going on, which was that Sinji's channel or second channel or whatever it was got taken down. Now, for me, it doesn't matter. The only part of it that matters to me is, why did her channel get taken down? How did it get taken down? Because my thinking is, if it can happen to her, it can happen to any of us. What is the ramifications of this? Now, I may not like Sinji. I don't. I may not like what she has to say. I might think she has the biggest forehead on YouTube I've ever fucking seen. I might think the shit that comes out of her mouth should be banned and marked as toxic waste. All that may be true. I think she's the biggest fucking hypocrite chick walking around talking about dusty men and stuff like that. And she went and had jumped in line to be the next baby mama. because she don't know how to work a condom, apparently. I don't give a shit about none of that. Far as I know, I'm an American, and so is she. So she got the right to say whatever the fuck she want to. Just like I have the right to say I wouldn't listen to that big-headed bitch. I don't like her voice. I don't like the shit she says. The stuff that she says is really fucking detrimental to black men, black babies. But she does have the right to say that shit. And I have the right not to listen to it. And that's how rights go. That's how they go. You look, you don't have to be in agreement for them to be able to say the shit. So if her channel got taken down, I want to know how her channel got taken down and why. Because that's freedom of speech. And I'm not going to clap that shit up when it's stifled out. I wasn't one of those people that was all pissed off and cheering because Donald Trump got banned on Twitter. Donald Trump got the right to say whatever the fuck he wants to. He's an American just like I am. I don't have to agree with it, but he got the right to say it wherever he feel like fucking saying it. I thought that was wrong. Just like Sinji sitting up here and getting silenced or canceled or whatever the fuck happened. Yeah, that sounds kind of wrong too. Now, I will quote Ice-T's book, and I've said this many a time, the Ice-T opinion. I say this a lot on there, that Ice-T said back in the 90s when he was going through his legal stuff, when people was coming after him and NWA and everybody else for what they had to say. There is freedom of speech. Just watch what you say. That's it. That is it. Yeah, you're free to speak. You're free to get the consequences of what you say, too. That comes along with it. That's why you got the Second Amendment, motherfucker. So you can protect yourself when they come for you about your free speech. You know, the second to protect the first. So I'm not clapping for her channel getting taken down. It ain't no pride in me. Do I like hearing the shit that she talks about? Fuck no. Those are some of the toughest interviews I've listened to in the black manosphere. Listening to that screeching goddamn voice. Look, if I had to be with that and have a child with that, I'd be in a bathtub with Matthew Perry, trying to drown myself in bubbles or something. No, absolutely not. I don't listen to that shit. I don't. I do not waste time listening to people that I've already listened to, gave a fair hearing, and understand, like, yep, we do not have anything to talk about. We are completely on different sides of this. I wish you well, and I'm going the other direction. There's no reason for me to listen to them after that. Not at all. It's not. It's not a curiosity for me. It's not a passive interest. None of that shit. Because sucking in negative energy make you negative too. Getting a teaspoon of toxic waste in your system every once in a while is the same as sitting there drinking it. It's still toxic waste. You're still ingesting it. It's still going to kill you in the same way, just slower. No. I value my headspace too much. I value what I put into myself and my brain too goddamn much to listen to that goof. But like I said, she got the right to say whatever the fuck she wants to. I ain't got to listen to it. Thank you. Was surprised to see Synthetic G show up on Arts Technica where the ball started rolling. I don't even know what that is. But that's what Synthetic G, whatever. I believe it. I've seen her hair. Seen all that makeup on her face when she was doing a stream. I'm not a fan of that shit. It's too much cake up and bake up. Playing with that easy bake oven. But yeah, I don't care about her, but how and why her channel was taken down is of some importance to understand to me, because believe it or not, I'm a YouTuber. And channels getting taken down how they get taken down are important because it affects all of us. Because it affects all of us. So it's more important to understand that than to be clapping and cheering for the fact that she got taken down. Because for me, anybody really celebrating how her shit got taken down? I mean, really just going for the gusto, celebrating, not just saying, good, I'm glad she gone. Think about this. You had an issue when chicks was out there celebrating Kevin Samuels' death. Think about that. How are you different now? How are you different? I mean, really think about that for a second. How are you different? Yeah, you don't like what she has to say. You don't agree with it. And all that shit. I get it. I don't either. But I don't listen to her fucking channel. I don't promote her fucking channel. I don't make content off of what she said on her fucking channel. This is a non-factor to me. But I ain't dancing in the streets because she got her channel taken down. No. Why did her channel get taken? And who took it? Because I have a channel. Would I want the same thing that just happened to her happening to me? So I need to understand what did happen so I know how to protect myself from that kind of shit happening. But I ain't going to be dancing in the streets and throwing a jig on that shit. Fuck all that. I'm looking at the bigger picture, not the microscopic, Viewmaster slide. So that's the only reason I actually give a shit. And that's the one thing I haven't heard. It's the one thing I haven't heard. I haven't heard why her channel got taken. Who took it? I heard some people speculating, like yesterday, speculating on how much her channel might have generated or how much she generated on Patreon and stuff like that. And all I heard was a bunch of fucking pocket watching. And I was wondering, why the fuck are you doing that? Why are you wasting your time doing that? Really? No. That's the wrong move, homie. No. Look, you can fuck her with 4 dicks. And if her history is correct, she probably has had that. But I'm not celebrating that. I don't give a shit. I'm not a fan of hers, but I do care about her channel being taken for how it affects everybody else. So I'm not dancing for that. I'm not throwing a party for it. I'm not. Because in that sense, it would look no different than people dancing and throwing a party when Kevin Samuels died, because they felt the same way, just in the reverse. Same way, just in reverse. So how am I different? I wasn't celebrating her shit going down, and I didn't respect anybody celebrating when Kevin's went down. Just what it is. So that's my spiel on the Sinji shit, where I fall on that. What else was there? I'm looking at my notes. Ars Technica is a tech news website. They were questioning YouTube's random enforcement of the hate speech policy. Oh, really? What hate speech? Did I not read? I probably didn't read the recent policy. I need to read that shit before they do take my fucking channel. Well, in California, we joke about a lot of shit that's not that big of a deal for us. It's not that big of a deal. Who can you not talk about now? Because apparently you can say whatever you want to about brothers. But it must have been the baby's comment. Yeah, hypocrisy does, Malika, no damn bounds. Hypocrisy doesn't have any bounds. Hypocrisy does not have any bounds. I do appreciate how well this heater in here works. Boy, it got toasty in this bitch. Whew. Love my new place. But yeah, what else I got? Oh, the main shooter thing. But I'm done on that Sinji shit. That's all I want to say about that. That's all I want to say about that. The next part is about the main shooter because my coworker, my work order admin, brought this story to me last week, and I wasn't even aware of it. And she brought it to me and having all these speculations and stuff like that. So I sat down, I read the little news article on it, and I told her that what was that, Wednesday, Thursday? I told her that the dude wasn't coming out of the mountains alive. I told her that. And I told her the reason why he wasn't coming out of those mountains alive. I said, because he's ex-military. He's a good shot, and he killed all those people. I said, this is the closest version to a real-life Rambo I've ever seen. A real-life First Blood. That motherfucker ran up in the woods. Well, don't think he went there by accident. He knows those woods. So whoever go up into those woods after him is probably going to get laid down. It's probably going to get laid down. So the only way he's coming out of those goddamn woods is if he walks out on his own or he's dead. And since he went there, he's not planning on coming back. So he's only coming out dead. Now, at the time, my coworker had said, yeah, he'll come out dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I said, yeah, whatever the fuck. You believe what you want. It won't be self-inflicted. It won't be self-inflicted. It'll be a gunshot wound, but it won't be self-inflicted. Sure enough, talking yesterday, found out, oh, no, he's dead. They caught him. Self-inflicted gunshot wound. I'm like, bullshit. Exactly what I said. Bullshit. And the reason I gave was this. No military man wants to commit suicide. No. Why? You fight the enemy. Unless you were overwhelmed, oversurmounted, or something like that, right? You go down fighting. Why would he commit suicide? Against people he was probably better than. No. He ain't committing no damn suicide. Why didn't he do it earlier? Just like Matthew Perry, the same question to him. Oh, might have been a suicide or something. Why didn't he do it earlier? He was at lower spots in his life. Why didn't he do it earlier? See, this is what makes me not fun at parties, because I ask questions. And some people, certain people, usually of the feminine branch, don't like the questions I ask, because the questions I ask are not about feelings. It's about fucking logic. It would logically make sense in what you're telling me. I'm questioning. Because I'm not a child. I was somebody's child at one point, but I fucking grew up. I'm nobody's child now. Except maybe God or some shit like that. I'm not really religious, but spiritual, not religious. So I'm questioning everything. And if you said something that doesn't ring true and it cannot stand up to some simple ass fucking questioning, and you getting pissed or anything like that about it, then you on some bullshit and you're not telling me the truth. And I got a major problem with people who can't tell me the damn truth. That's a respect thing. And remember, RIP, respect is paramount. That man did a heinous act with some skill because he was trained. He retreated into the woods to hide because he was trained. he was probably trained how to survive in the woods, so he wasn't lost. You don't, human psychology, you're not going to run to some place that you don't feel safe in. He ran to the woods. He, I think he knows the terrain and knows the territory. I think he'd be good. You got to send some people in there to go get his ass because he ain't coming out. You about to sacrifice more lives going in there? Really? Motherfucker got a whole rifle. He could be picking motherfuckers off the minute he see them come from behind a tree. Because if you would believe he could hit 18 people or 13 people, what makes you think you couldn't notch up a couple more? And which one of these Billy badass Okie police officers about to go up into the woods after his ass to pull him out? There was no way they was getting his ass out of the mountains without getting a lucky shot. And I'm sure the lucky shot came from somebody else who was ex-military, if not the military itself. Because I tell you this, these motherfuckers that are ex-military popping off like this and going out there and deleting people, that's a bad look. It's a real bad look. Especially when they start trying to put out this man's medical stuff, talking about he was having mental issues and all the rest of that shit. Make all of you look like ticking time bombs. That's a bad look. So, in old school fashion, if you got a rabid dog wearing your colors out there, what would you do? Would you sit by the TV and watch to see, I hope they catch him? Would you get on the phone and call up some folks, hey, you watching the news? Yeah, this motherfucker, yeah, that was him. Yeah, that group, that battalion, yep, that regiment. We need to take care of this. This is not a good look for us. Yeah, call me back. Now, that's just me spitballing. I'm not military or anything, but I understand respect in what does not look good. It does not look good for the news to be running this about him being an ex-military and what branch of the service he was in and all of that shit. Oh yeah, Aquateki on the board. Aquateki got a legit 3, nigga. Aquateki got a legit 3 right now. Pruning their own. Yes. That's what I think happened. Self-inflicted my ass. That's why I said, show me the forensic evidence of how he killed himself. Maybe I'll believe that. But I know goddamn well, you ex-military from my branch of military that went out there and deleted some innocent people, I'm going to want to go get your ass. Just to bring some honor back to my group, because you are really fucking up our reputation right now. I'll go get you. Now, do I necessarily have a problem with that? No. Why don't I? Because I'm not a fan of people just taking out innocent bystanders. For what? Look, man. You want to find out why somebody would go crazy and want to take out people like this? Don't ban the guns. It's not the gun's fault. It was used poorly. Just like if I went out and started beating people in the head with a hammer, it's not the hammer's fault. You don't have to call Stanley or Vaughn and say, we need some more regulations on these hammers. No, that's not it. It's not it at all. I blame him. I blame anybody who soft cuddled his ass and didn't actually get him the help he needed. If you want to say he was out there crazy or mentally disturbed and people ignored it. then I would probably try to find out how many female caseworkers he had. Because we know we don't give a shit about males. And most of the psychological positions are filled by females now. So he was probably not being heard because he's probably one of those unattractive, undesirable motherfuckers. You know, if chick don't want to fuck you, she don't want to listen to you. I'm not for innocence being taken out. I'm not. And every time I see one of these dudes doing that, taking out a bunch of innocents, I'm thinking they should be killed too. Or they need to be, deleted as well. Why not? So I'm not surprised. Like I told my coworker, he ain't coming out of there alive. That's not what's going to happen. You want to find out what was on his mind? Figure it out on the autopsy table. You got an actual beef with a specific person, and you deal with that specific person. But all this innocent shit, no, I'm not for that. I don't matter, gun, knife, hatchet, crossbow, whatever the fuck else. It doesn't matter. I'm not for that. Leave the innocence to the innocent. That's why I'm a fan of Ghost Rider, because what does he do? What is the penance stare all about? Penance stare is about you feeling the pain from the innocence. Innocence should be protected. If you're willing to cross that line and start taking out innocent folks, okay. It's all right, bro. We got you. Now you know what game we playing in. Don't be surprised. There's some shit coming your way that you'll see for the last time. Don't be surprised. So I think it's a tragedy. Just like it's a tragedy with that stuff that's going on in the East. I'm not touching that shit. I have my own views on it, and I will only share those views in person, offline. I'm not sharing that shit online at all because people is going way too around the bend with this bullshit on people expressing their opinions on who they support and who they don't support. You going a bit far. So I ain't gonna be part of that crew. Not I. This operator bears responsibility. Exactly. If I take my car and mow down 3 people because my wheel flew off or some shit like that, it's my fault because I didn't maintain my car. And I'm the one in control of it. Supposed to be in control of it. They're going to come after me for 3 murders. Sucks. Completely an accident. Maybe the jury will see it that way and be like, yeah, okay, it's all right. Give him a pass. He wasn't trying to do it maliciously on purpose. But the responsibility and the blame does fall on me because I'm responsible, not the car. Can't go after the car maker. Well, maybe the bolts on that wheel were bad. Stop trying to get paid. I don't blame the gun. You know why? They ain't blaming the gun that supposedly self-inflicted his ass. They're not championing that one as a hero, are they? No, they're not. So yeah, I don't. Oh, excuse me. I don't get into that. Swift said the drone could have done the job. Y'all listen to BGS, you know what he talking about, the drones with the fentanyl, man. That is a scary world to be in. Trust to believe. I was just watching Instagram and they had these drones doing these sky murals and pictures and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's real cool till they chasing your ass down the street. Like, people don't understand what the hell they doing. They really don't understand how this can be just turned completely into a horror movie for you. Don't get it. Yeah, that's cool. You made a dragon with 100 drones flying in sequence. Okay. Um, and I'm supposed to care what about AI? No, sir. That would be problematic. No, I don't want to hug the droid. No, I don't want to hug the AI. No, I'm gonna have to kill this motherfucker at one point. You keep playing cuddly with this. I need to keep my distance so I can keep a clear mind of what needs to be going on. Drones, infrared, fentanyl, diabolical. Yeah, all you need is a reason. If you ever needed that. If you ever needed that. Yeah, Aquatech. It don't well, I don't sound like a winning strategy for me, but it is what it is. So I'm at 2:30, 2 hours and 30 minutes. You guys are not coming up. So I guess everybody's scared of me now, or I'm on the bad list. I don't know. Either way, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. So I got to get me a little bit more to eat because I'm still hungry. I'm gonna make a call and see if there are any cookies or pastries in my futures because I do want some of that. For some reason, I want a key lime pie because maybe it tastes like people. But there are some things that I want and need to do. So, thank you guys for showing up today. I have been Artisan MC. This has been Shop Talk Live. I do this every Sunday. Every Sunday, rain or shine, at home or on the road, I will do this stream. From 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time. Watch, enjoy, support the stream. And if you see the link drop in the chat, come on up and let me hear your voice because Shop Talk Live is not necessarily about me. It's about you getting to speak that geek shit you want to talk to somebody who's a geek too, an actual geek. So, thank y'all for showing up, and I will see you next time. Peace.